Terrified woman dials 911 from her home in Indiana. Her voice trembles as she says, "It's not human. It's after my kids." But when officers arrived, they didn't find a break-in. They found something much darker. And this story, it's not fiction, it's real. And once you hear it, you won't sleep tonight. It was supposed to be a new beginning. Toya Ammons, her mother, and her 3 young children had just moved into a quiet home on Carolina Street in Gary, Indiana. The house looked ordinary, peaceful even. But almost immediately, things began to feel wrong. In the dead of winter, clouds of flies swarmed the porch, and no matter how many times they were killed, they always returned. Inside the house, strange sounds echoed, footsteps in empty rooms, doors creaking open on their own. At night, whispering voices drifted through the hallways. Voices no one could explain. Children began seeing shadowy figures standing silently by their beds. And LaToya's mother once claimed she woke up to a dark presence hovering over her, pressing heavily on her chest. They tried to pray, tried to ignore it. Something had already moved in, and it wasn't going to leave quietly. Soon, the darkness reached deeper, into the children themselves. LaToya's 7-year-old would sit alone in a corner, talking to someone invisible. Her 12-year-old daughter began having seizures, but every test came back normal. And the 9-year-old, he started growling like an animal. But every test came back normal. And the 9-year-old, he started growling like an animal, his voice turning deep and unnatural. One night, LaToya's mother watched in horror as the youngest boy was lifted into the air by an invisible force and then thrown across the room like a rag doll. Their eyes would roll back, their bodies would twist unnaturally, and when they spoke, it wasn't their voices anymore. Neighbors started avoiding the house. Even family members stopped visiting. But LaToya tried to hold on. She wanted to believe it was just stress or trauma, but deep down, she knew her children were no longer alone in their bodies. At the hospital, doctors searched for answers, but then they saw it themselves. LaToya's 9-year-old son suddenly hissed, grabbed his grandmother's hands, and with lifeless eyes, walked backward up the wall. Not climbed, walked. Upside down, the nurse screamed. The doctor froze. EKS and police were called immediately. This wasn't mental illness. This was something else. Caseworkers and police officers all reported the same chilling thing. Something evil was inside that boy. Now it wasn't just the family anymore. The state had witnessed the horror, and things were only getting worse. After the terrifying hospital event, the family was referred to Father Michael Maginot, a local Catholic priest, who was skeptical until he entered the house himself. He felt a choking pressure in the air. Lights flickered, doors slammed. In the basement,